Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. This is Aftab Ahmed. I am here to start this series of videos based on chemistry lectures. So let's start with our very first lecture, that is in which we will discuss oxidation number. So the first topic of this lecture is oxidation number. So oxidation number is defined as the charge on any atom at the time of preparation of a polar compound. That means when any polar type of compound is formed, then charge appear on the atoms. After the formation of compound, there is no any charge. So here we are taking example of sodium chloride. Like sodium, after the preparation of sodium chloride crystals, there is no any charge on the sodium chloride crystal. It is zero charge. But when at the time of preparation of sodium chloride, sodium gets +1 charge while chlorine gets -1 charge. This is because chlorine is more electronegative than sodium, so sodium will give 1 electron to chlorine and chlorine will accept it. So in this way sodium will attain +1 charge while chlorine will attain -1 charge. So this amount of charge we call oxidation number. So this is oxidation number, charge on any atom at the time of its preparation of any polar compound. That polar compound may be any ionic compound or any type of covalent compound like water. So on water there is no any charge, it is zero charge. That means zero oxidation number. While when water is formed, hydrogen loses 1 electron, so it is attained +1 charge, and oxygen gains those 2 electrons, 1 electron by each hydrogen atom. So in this way these atoms unite with each other so as to form a molecule of compound which is no any charge. So the charge on any atom at the time of its preparation is known as oxidation number. Okay, after that we will learn how to determine oxidation number in any atom in any compound. That is to say, how can we know that what is the oxidation number of any atom in a compound? So to find out what is the oxidation number of any atom in a compound, we have certain rules that we have to follow. Rule number 1 is all the atoms in free state or homonuclear molecules have zero oxidation number. That means when atom is in free state, that is to say if it is not binded, if it is not reacted with any other atom, so it will have zero oxidation number. That means it will have no any charge. In this way, homonuclear molecules means the molecules which are made up of only one type of atoms. Like homonuclear molecule of oxygen, it is only made up of oxygen element. So in the same way, homonuclear molecules will also have zero oxidation number. This was all about the first rule. Okay, so our second rule is oxygen has -2 oxidation number in most of its compounds. Oxygen has the oxidation number of -2 in its various compounds like water, magnesium oxide, calcium oxide, etc. Here in water it has -2 oxidation number. Similarly in magnesium oxide and calcium oxide it has -2 oxidation number. This is its most common oxidation state. Okay, also there are other exceptions regarding this. In peroxides, that means peroxides are those compounds in which oxygen has -1 oxidation number. So this is exception of oxygen, that it is also -1 oxidation number in peroxides. While in superoxides, oxygen has -1/2 oxidation number. So these are also certain exceptions. While the compounds which have oxygen having oxidation number -2, those are called normal oxides. Rule number 3, elements of certain groups like group first A, second A and third A, they have +1, +2 and +3 oxidation numbers respectively. First A group elements are lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, cesium and francium. Francium is radioactive, it will be omitted here. While in second A group there are beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium and radium. Radium is radioactive here, so it will also be omitted. While third A group elements are boron, aluminium, gallium, indium and helium. So these elements of group first A, second A and third A have oxidation numbers of +1, +2 and +3 respectively. +1 oxidation number for first A group elements, while +2 for second A and +3 for third A group elements. Rule number 4, fluorine element is the most electronegative element of all the elements in periodic table. So it is always -1 oxidation number. Without any exception, without any other certain limit, fluorine has only -1 oxidation number. Other members of fluorine family, that means other elements which are combined with the fluorine in a group like chlorine, bromine and iodine, they have also -1 oxidation number. But there are also certain exceptions, like chlorine has +1 oxidation number in hypochlorous acid. This is because here chlorine is attached, here chlorine is bonded with more electronegative element oxygen, so it has attained +1 oxidation number. The element which is bonded with another element, if that element is more electronegative, then the element will attain positive oxidation number, while the more electronegative element will attain negative oxidation number. Similarly, in chlorous acid, chlorine has +3 oxidation number. In chlorous acid, chlorine has +3 oxidation number. Here the reason is also because of oxygen is more electronegative than chlorine, so chlorine has +3 oxidation number here. While in rest of other compounds in which the chlorine is not bonded with oxygen, then chlorine has -1 oxidation number. Rule number 5, the last rule is, if hydrogen is combined with any non-metal, like here hydrogen is bonded with chlorine, chlorine is non-metal, so if hydrogen is combined with non-metal, then hydrogen will attain +1 charge. So chlorine, when hydrogen is combined with any non-metal, then hydrogen will have +1 oxidation number, while if hydrogen is attached with any metal like sodium, calcium or any other metal, it can be lithium, rubidium, cesium or any other, then hydrogen will have -1 oxidation number. This is because of the difference in electronegativity. If the non-metal is more electronegative than hydrogen, then hydrogen will have +1 oxidation number, while all the metals have lower electronegativity than hydrogen, so hydrogen will have -1 oxidation number. Okay, now finally we are going to determine the oxidation number of any atom in the compound. So let's suppose determine the oxidation number of sulfur in sulfur dioxide. This is how to know how to determine the oxidation number of any atom in the compound. So here we have to find out the oxidation number of sulfur in sulfur dioxide. We will write here solution. First of all, the atom which you are going to determine its oxidation number, you will place it at first. We are placing here sulfur because we are going to determine the oxidation number of sulfur. Then we will place the positive charge plus symbol. Then we will write the total number of atoms of oxygen. So these are two atoms of oxygen, and we will write the oxidation number of oxygen in bracket. Of course it is -2 because it is a normal oxide, neither it is a peroxide or superoxide. So here oxygen is -2 oxidation number. Then we will over the bracket, and we will see that if there is any charge on the compound. If there is no any charge on the compound, that means it is zero charge. So we will also write here. In this way, this will be an equation based on one variable. We will solve further. Plus into minus, it will be -2 to the 4 is equal to 0. Now by determining the oxidation number of sulfur, we will move this -4 towards 0 side. It will be in positive symbol because it is a mathematics rule that whenever you will move any symbol across the is equal sign, then it will be positive. So this number will be +4. In this way, the oxidation number found out of sulfur is +4. We can also take another example. For example, determine the oxidation number of sulfur in sulfuric acid. Okay, so here we are going to find out the oxidation number of sulfur in sulfuric acid. Here we will place at first sulfur because we are going to determine its oxidation number. Then we will write plus, then we will write the oxidation numbers of all atoms along with their number of atoms. So there are two other types of elements, hydrogen and oxygen. We will write first hydrogen. There are 2 atoms of hydrogen. Oxidation number of hydrogen in sulfuric acid is +1 because as discussed earlier, when hydrogen is combined with any other non-metal, it will have +1 charge. So here sulfur and oxygen both are non-metals, so hydrogen will have +1 oxidation number. After that we will place the similar plus charge. Then 4 atoms of oxygen, oxidation number of oxygen -2, and overall the compound has 0 charge. I will solve further. Plus into plus, it will be +2 on the 2. Here plus into minus, it will be -4 to the 8 and 0. +2 and -2, it will be -6 because as we will combine, as we will add these both numbers +2 and -8, it will be -6 is equal 0. Finally, to find out the oxidation number of sulfur, we will place -6 across this here, so it will be plus 6 is negative sign will be changed to plus sign. This was all about today's lecture.